Good morning, guys. I wanted to show you how that GTO turned out. I've had that done for quite a while now. Been working on other stuff. If I didn't put on any spark plug wires, even though I just got a huge spool of the stuff, and it was the right scale and everything. Big Tim's number 9. That was pretty slick looking. Do like the looks of that one. I really like how the trunk turned out. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like alligator skin, which I thought looked very, very cool. It was quite an effect. I liked it. I think that was a very nice little quick fast. Here's one I've been working on, Vanpire. Made a little delivery van out of the 68, 69 Camaro. Let's see, you get a pointer here. Here's my old trusty pointer. But this all looks like blood spattered in through it, up and through here. I hope the lighting is good. There. I don't know if you can see it or not. Really nice in here. Looks like the blood and gore in there, and then like vampire skin up over the top of it. I made it as wrinkly as I could. You can kind of see it right through here in this area, right up through the vampire part, down and through here, and then up across the top. And then I color sanded and smoothed just about all of it out, getting rid of all of my detail that I had. When this was flat before I cleared it, it looked perfect. And I told Tammy, I said, I really wanted to keep it just like that. But I got to do stuff shiny. Here's how the back turned out. Ended up getting some Bondo on the windows, but it didn't have any hardener in it or anything like that in it. So I let it sit on there because it would just smear around if I tried to get rid of it right away. So I let it sit on there, and it etched into the acetate clear. But I'm not real concerned about it. I can always buff it out. But yeah, this turned out really creepy. Like vampire skin would be. I was thinking along the lines of Castle Grayskull. I don't know if that lighting is okay or not, but that's what we got. Yeah, that blood up across here. Oh, I think that's amazing. I did that with I've had it for quite a while. Krylon Fusion. I spattered a little bit of that in there when I was painting it. Let's see what color. Burgundy. 2325 burgundy. That's what we got. And it made pretty neat looking blood. And it looks like it's behind like claw marks. I think it turned out really sharp for a 69 Camaro anyway. The body work was perfect. I was going to do some candy work on it, and I thought, oh no. I remembered I had those Vanpire decals, and I wanted to use them. This side is really neat too. This whole stinking thing is what I did is I took Well, I have it out there. But anyway, for the hardtop, this was back here. And I cut this out, and then I moved it up into the door to where the window on the side, there's going to be quarter windows, and they're going to be just little slivers like the 80s El Caminos. So I'm going to do just a little sliver there to the door line on each side. Because I cut this out, cut it at an angle, cut it out, and then cut the hump out of here, and I moved it all the way up into here. That way the door comes back and then comes up, kicks up into this, and that's all factory. That I didn't make that. I just changed where it was at. And then I took the station wagon for the Chevy 2. I cut the back of it off to make my son's car, which was a 4-door, but his was the sedan, 4-door sedan, 63 Chevy 2. So I didn't need the back. And now I put the back and the windows, the side windows. So you filled it in with Bondo from the top. I just kept screeting it down, and I had pieces of tape down here at the bottom. And that way it filled all that in, making this whole lip. But I make all that out of Bondo. I don't use anything like that for body work. That's if you have a pinhole in your Bondo, something like that. You don't do body work with glazing putty because it's only primer. It's going to crack if you try to do anything thick. And this is pretty thick in here. But I filled it all in, and then I made it a nice panel delivery called the Vanpire. I like it so far. And I wanted to know if you guys think I should make it a gasser and put it up on its haunches. Let's see, do I have it? I don't have it. Everything I needed is out there in the living room, so I guess I don't need it. But I narrowed the rear end, and I had it setting up on the wheels. And I think I'm going to make some leaf springs and make it all jacked up in the air. Or do you think I should lower it down and turn it into a Prostreet? I'm almost thinking Prostreet, but gases are pretty cool too. There you go. I like how all this turned out. It looked like it's burnt, like flames had been coming up from here. It happened during painting. I was dipping it and everything, and it ended up looking like it's frosted or whatever from the cowl hood. So I'm keeping all that. I cleared over it. I like every bit of it. Yep, I've never stripped one. I've done well over 1,000. I think I did probably 300 vans. And boy, I'm taking a liking to this one. I never much cared for the Camaro. When I was a kid, my dad had a buddy that had a 68, the year I was born, 68 Firebird with the gills back here. And I thought it looked really cool. Neat looking body style, 4 headlights, mean looking. The Camaro just didn't have it to me. It didn't have the looks that I liked. But I think we're changing it over into a nice delivery. I think gave it a lot more interest in my world. But I wanted to see what you guys thought about it. And I was working on this too. I might as well. It was die cast. And I don't work with die cast. I hate die cast because you can't really do much with it. What they cast it into from the factory is pretty much what it's going to be. And it was light blue with no metallic, no anything, no interest to me. So I took it apart and I sanded it all real good yesterday. And then I took it outside and I painted it. And then I candied over. I did a sapphire blue, huge flake, beautiful shade of blue. And then I did blue candy over the top of that, which the first sapphire blue claims it's a transparent candy, but it's not. But I like using them both together, and it always comes out with a beautiful shade of blue. So I showed it to Tammy, and she loved it. Showed it to her in the sun, and she thought that was just absolutely stunning. The reason I got this model, I've always liked that body style, and Bad Chad is making a real one for his girlfriend, Jolene, and he's painting that one off-white, which I had that ready to go. I had ivory ready, and I was just about to do it, and I thought, oh boy. And then I got that burgundy out, and then I thought about doing that color. But I think my favorite color would be that blue on it. It is just stunning in the sun anyway. And I flipped this up, and I messed up the hood. I flipped this up about 2 hours after I painted it. And I put Elmer's glue over the vents here. So I'm trying to pick it off, and here it touched the other side. So it's got a nice wowie right across the hood. Okay, guys, let me know what you think about that one. And this one here, until later, probably, I'll end up doing wiring the engine on it. What is this? Official UFO search vehicle? Yeah. I was thinking research vehicle, but no, search vehicle. I made these rear tires for it. I took a blue streak and I cut it in half, and then I filled it with Bondo, and I got it all sanded out smooth and got it really nice. And I like how they turn out. Even from the back, it looks pretty good. But yep, one blue streak. That's all I had. I didn't have a pair of them. So I turned it into two. This one, I cast my own wheels for that one a long time ago, and they ended up on a 55 Chevy up there, and I never ended up doing the windshield on it, which I have to make a windshield for this. So I'll go colored. So I got to try to figure out some color for the back, and then the quarter windows as slight as they're going to be. But yeah, that looks really good. See, I don't just lay masking tape down on anything because it'll pick up cat hair. Yeah, that looks really good. Real veiny looking. That's great. Here we go. Okay, guys, I'll leave you with that. Have a super terrific Sunday, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.